5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back in the saddle in Lexington, Kentucky. Super excited to be here. Got up this morning in my bed, in my house, right? Covered up in babies, of course. I think Joel was in there, Oakland was in there, Caroline was in there. So 3 babies that I woke up to this morning in my bed. But woke up, did my normal routine, right? Got up 3:20 a.m., grabbed my glass of water, threw the headphones on, went downstairs, grabbed my hashtag Rise and Grind planner, opened up the planner, and at the very top of the hashtag Rise and Grind planner, every single day there is a quote that is submitted by actual Rise and Grind members, which I love. It's my favorite part of the planner. So I read today's quote. It was submitted by Georgie Jeffcoat, and the quote says this, and I will give it to you as we kick off today's episode of hashtag Rise and Grind. The quote said this: "Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. And that is why it is called the present." Now, I'd heard this quote before, and I love it. I really do. I love it because those of you that have ever seen any of my shows, you know that I always talk about how today is the very first and the very last time you'll ever have this day right here, present day. And so what I want to challenge you to do with me this morning is let's just get present. I'm not sure what happened in your world yesterday. I'm not sure. Good, bad, whatever. I'm not sure what happened in your world yesterday, but yesterday is history. And as far as tomorrow, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I hope that I wake up. I hope that you wake up. I hope that we continue to evolve and grow and advance in our lives, in our careers, in our passions, in our pursuits, in our purpose, all of those things. I hope that for you. I hope that selfishly for me. I feel like I'm not done yet, right? But tomorrow ultimately is a mystery. No guarantees there. However, today, you're here. Right now with me. So let's get present. Today is the gift. Let's dive in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? See, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts. Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to 1, a father to 8, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Monday. That's right. Today is Monday, August 16th, 2021. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Monday, August 16th, 2021. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible day. Hey, I'm coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. That feels good to say. I'm coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. That's where the studio's at. Hashtag Rise and Grind. It is the birthplace, sort of, Paris, Kentucky is actually the birthplace, but close enough. The birthplace of hashtag Rise and Grind is where I'm home. It is where my family is at. And so I'm super excited to be here. I hope that you missed me on this show last week. I do. I hope that you missed me on this show last week. I absolutely 100% missed you. I was on vacation last week with my family. We went to Bald Head Island in North Carolina, and it was just incredible. You know, an opportunity for the family to be together, to hang out on the beach, to do the ocean, to do the swimming pool, to do the ice cream cones, and all of those fun things. But I hope that you missed me. I know I missed you for sure. And I want to give a shout out to my boys Fred and Lou, the Car Guy Coffee. Fred and Lou, if you're not listening to their podcast, you're missing out. They have an incredible, incredible podcast. But I want to give a shout out to Lou and Fred. They held it down last week for me. Especially on Friday. If you missed Friday's episode of hashtag Rise and Grind, man, I'm telling you. They talked about the harvest, and all week they talked about the seeding and the plowing and the planting and ultimately the harvest on Friday. It was a really, really, really powerful episode. If you missed it, go back and check that out. You can always go to glennlundy.com. You can go back and find those older episodes. But shout out to those guys. I really appreciate you, Fred. I really appreciate you, Lou. Thank you for stepping up to go full production video at 5:30 a.m. Eastern time for 5 straight days on a platform that's been building for the last 4 years. They did beautiful, beautiful work. And what's crazy is it literally was the first time in nearly 4 years that I took a week off of the show. First time. And I really did it for my wife more than anything, so that she could have an opportunity to have all of me for a week, because we've been on this crazy journey where she has had to share me with the rest of the planet. And even though she's an introvert, she's had to share our lives and our kids and everything that we do. But she's all in on this mission. And so I took the week off, right? And altogether, we've done 941 episodes of hashtag Rise and Grind. (941 episodes, spanning a total, I looked it up this weekend, of 1,399 days. 1,399 days since the very first episode of hashtag Rise and Grind. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Since that first episode, January 6, 2018, I have traveled and done Rise and Grind shows from Greece, Florida, California, Nevada, Arizona, Wyoming, Texas, Louisiana, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and New York City. We have done episodes from every single one of those states, multiple cities in those states, and around the world. Didn't matter what time zone. Didn't matter if it was 2:30 or 3:30 or 4:30 or 5:30, or in some cases 1:30 in the afternoon. Didn't matter. 941 episodes spanning 1,399 days. Since that first episode, January 6, 2018, I've had the opportunity to speak and connect with tens of thousands of different people across all kinds of different landscapes. From the world of automotive to the world of real estate I've spoken in churches, and I've spoken with and amongst entrepreneurs all around the country at different events for different things, contractors, small business owners, etc., etc. I've had 2 babies since then, which is crazy. I got my 2 babies, Oakland and Caroline. We bought a new home, me and my wife and all our kids. I even quit my very, 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 very prestigious job at the greatest dealership, working with one of the most incredible human beings that I've ever had the honor of knowing. A job that I loved inside and out. I have been on hundreds of podcasts. Basically said yes to anyone who's wanted me to be on their podcast, which is a great way to meet a lot of people and really hone in your skills, by the way, if you're looking to be a better speaker, a better storyteller, deliver better content, any of those things, dude, go be on other people's podcasts. They're always looking for guests. Go be an incredible guest, man. It teach you how to answer questions succinctly and really get across the message. So I've been on hundreds and hundreds of other people's podcasts, and I've connected with thousands and thousands of new friends from all around the world. It's been really, really, really cool. I've grown like tenfold over on Instagram. Thanks, Clubhouse. I think we all can be really grateful for Clubhouse and how it blew up our Instagram feeds. I wasn't even really playing on Instagram. I'm playing on Instagram now, right? But we've grown tenfold on Instagram. We've grown more than tenfold on Twitter, which I didn't even really know was a thing. But apparently there's this whole ecosystem around Twitter that really is a forward-thinking and interesting space. So we've grown tenfold over there, which I'm super excited about. Obviously, we've grown here on Facebook as well. And then, of course, the growth over on Clubhouse over the last 7 months has just been absolutely insane, right? Absolutely insane. 90,000 plus people connected there. Insanity. And what's really cool is on Clubhouse, I've been a part of this amazing team that has absolutely dominated that app. Like, that's the only way to explain it. Complete and utter domination. The number one show, the most inspiring show, the biggest and best guests, the largest rooms, global impact. What else do you want to say? Like, the team over on Clubhouse, the Breakfast with Champions team, it's been insane. It's complete and utter domination. That's literally the only way to describe what's happened over on Clubhouse. Complete and utter domination. And I've also seen like literal miracles happen in the world of hashtag Rise and Grind and the Rise and Grind community. Like miracles. The connections, the relationships, the meetups, the marriages that have spawned, the businesses that have come together, the way people have poured in and helped others in that community, helped others battle through cancer or loss of loved ones or so on and so forth. Like miracles. It's the only way to describe it in the Rise and Grind community. Absolute miracles. And over that 4 years, included in that, over that 4 years, we've raised over $800,000 for local and regional organizations. We've delivered tens of thousands of free Morning 5 ebooks that have helped people change the way they start their day. Tens of thousands, which is insane. I remember doing the Audible for that thing, trying to figure out how to record my voice just so that we could get these 5 simple steps out in a unique and powerful way. Like, I remember sitting in my studio, like literally reading this ebook and trying to get it all in like one take because I have no idea how to edit anything. And I still don't, by the way. I still don't. And on top of all of that, I've been lied about. I've been backstabbed. I've been gossiped about. I've been hated on. I've had some nasty old comments and messages that have been sent to me over the years. Like, all around, it's been a really amazing experience. It really has. Like, I've been able to do some amazing things, and I've also been able to make some, like, major mistakes. I've been on time with the show, like, mostly. Like, you got to give me at least a B+ as far as being on time. I think over the last 6 months, I've kind of fallen a little bit away from that because we've been building both things at the same time. But I'd say at least a B+, right? Maybe 87% of the time I've been on time over the last few years. And I've definitely tried my best to never let anybody down. That's for sure. I have tried my best to never let anybody down. I've played this music right here. I've played this music.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke.
There we go. Got to make sure that sounds right. I've played this music right here, and we've danced, right? For those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where we get this body in motion. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. So we dance every morning, right? No matter where you're at. If you're out in public, you dance. If you're in the streets, you dance. If you're over in London or somewhere around the world, you dance. If you're at your house, you dance. If you're out there running, you run faster. If you're out there working out, you lift harder. Whatever it is, right? We get the body in motion. I've done this 941 times, which is insane. I've said good morning to Tom Popelka, Brad Smith, Tosh Queen, Janice Moldings, Larissa Harrington, and Mike Stevens. I've said good morning to Dora Maria and Ray Hatcher and Whitney Wells. I've said good morning to Tina Bacon and Megan DiMartino and Kim Fair. I've said good morning to tons of Clubhouse folks, right? Like Kate and Tosh and Kim and my man King and Lori and Tracy and Crystal and Stacy and Sharon and Debbie and Carmelia and Dustin and Brielle and Jeff the entrepreneur. I've said good morning to Donna and Brenda and Big Mike and Cheryl and Taylor and Rossi and Ella and Rob Hay and Tana Shea and Abu and Jean. I've said good morning to Krista Bug and Tabitha Walls and Mary Lynn Wilkin and Whitney Wells and Tarika Simmons, right? I've said good morning to probably 100,000 plus people. I don't even know how many times I've said the words good morning. Maybe 1 million. Because I say it a lot, right? Good morning, 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 good morning. What's up, John Paul Guidry? How you doing, Lisa Hall? What's up, Jojo Labracidis? What's up, Leisha? I've already said hi to you, Leisha Watts. You're loud today. What's up, Kim? Great to see you again, right? Who knows? Probably millions of times I've said good morning on this show. And literally I've answered hundreds of thousands of messages. Hundreds of thousands of messages I've answered over these last couple of years, right? I have been on, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Zoom calls, one-on-one calls, maybe thousands of Zoom calls, like a ton, right? Zoom is, we all should have bought some Zoom stock a couple years ago, right? And I've recorded hundreds of trainings over the last 4 years. I have built out universities, built out Rise and Grind University. I built out my automotive university. We're building out 800% Club dashboard, built some other software type things over the last 4 years. I've had live events locally and out of state. I've connected and collaborated with and shaken hands with some of the world's most successful and influential humans on this planet. Got to meet John Travolta, which is crazy. Got to watch football games with Tom Benson, the owner of the New Orleans Saints. I've done multiple things with Grant Cardone over the last few years, who just the other day posted a video of him playing golf with Donald Trump. I'm like, gee, what was that all about? That's wild, bro. G's doing some big things, right? I have grown my company. I have created jobs and created stages and platforms and opportunities for hundreds and hundreds of other people to be able to shine, which is something I'm really proud of, by the way. This has never been a solo sport for me, ever. It's never been a solo sport for me. The more often I can take that freaking spotlight and point it on somebody else, the better. That's how I want to live my life. That's how I want to be known. And yes, Emily Galler, upcoming one day, my man Will Smith, we are continuing to manifest that. It's already done. It just hasn't happened yet. Right? And I have prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed for you, for me, for my family, for direction, for guidance. Every morning I open this notepad, I write the words good morning, and I just pray, God, give me the words and the messages that they need to hear. What are the words and the messages that you want me to deliver? I have prayed. I have cried. I have had moments where I wanted to quit. I have been lost at times. I have been confused at other times. I have written thousands upon thousands of posts on social media, on all the different platforms. I have written dozens upon dozens of poems. I have written countless stories and delivered countless stories. I have written multiple incomplete books. I can't seem to finish any of these books because I'm so busy. So productive, not busy. I have worked out and changed my diet. I have read hundreds and hundreds of books. I have been coached. I have been mentored. I have invested in myself and I have invested in others. I have evolved over the last 4 years on an unimaginable level. I have been on television. I've been on the news. I've been on radio. I've been in newspapers. I've been in magazine articles. I've been in Forbes magazine. I've been in Fortune magazine. I've been in Automotive News magazine. I've been in Car Business Today magazine. I have walked and ran thousands of miles, and I have gotten up at 3:20 a.m. on 4 hours and 20 minutes of sleep, more than anybody I know. I have sacrificed sleep. I have spent many nights in worry and concern, and I have even sometimes wished that God would have picked somebody else. But I have known all along from the very beginning, from the very first episode, I have known all along that it has always and will always be me that was chosen to do this. You see, I wasn't given a choice. I was chosen. And I know this to be true. And the day that I knew it to be true, like I've known from the beginning that it was something, but the day that I knew it to be 100% true was the day that I was on stage at the Grow Your Business for God's Sake event in Nashville, Tennessee. You see, Grow Your Business for God's Sake was like an idea that was gifted to me one day while my wife was taking a nap. I sat down and I was going to write a book. I was going to finish writing one of these books that I haven't finished writing. My wife was taking a nap and I wrote down the words. All of a sudden, out of nowhere came the words, Grow Your Business for God's Sake. And I mapped out a 13-chapter book. I mapped out this 13-chapter book in like 2.5 hours. And I showed it to my wife. My wife was like, I just took a nap. You just wrote a book. I'm like, well, I didn't really write the book. I outlined the book. And then a couple days later, I was handed a mega church. Let me say that again. A couple days later, I was handed a mega church. The pastor of a mega church reached out and said, hey, I need you to teach business strategies from a biblical nature in my church. And he gave me the production crew. He gave me an amphitheater. He gave me this entire thing, a production team. And then hundreds of people poured in. And in the midst of this tremendous production and this tremendous experience, I walked out on the stage. And as soon as I walked out on the stage, I wept. I cried like a freaking baby in front of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. And that's when I knew. That's when I knew that all the work, all the worry, the stress, the concern, all of that was for this one moment so that in a church, I could tell everyone the singular message that God has placed on me to deliver. All of it. One singular message. You are a child of God. The God of the universe, the God that made everything. And that God made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Not an average version, not an above average, not a below average, but the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. That's it. That's the message. The whole show, the platform, the post, the social media, the traveling the world, the live events, the business, the stress, the sacrifice, the lack of sleep, the stories, the criticisms, the energy, the effort, all of it. My family, my kids, my jail time, my homelessness, my suicide attempt, all of it. All so that I could tell you, and maybe, just maybe, you would believe me when I tell you that you are a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. And see, if you believe me, then my job is complete. And everything else that we do together is just icing on the cake. And so I thank you for going on this journey with me. I do. And I know it's confusing at times. And I can be a little bit all over the place with different ideas and strategies and the path that we're going to be on. And so I appreciate your grace along this whole journey. I do. I appreciate your grace. And I hope that you'll join me November 5th, 6th, and 7th in Lexington, Kentucky, and we can laugh about this whole experience, and I can give you a hug. Like, I would love to see you there, but if you can't make it there, that's okay. Otherwise, just know I love you, and I believe in you. I believe in you. And that's it. You're a child of God. The God of the universe. The God that made everything. That God made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And I'm right here to believe in you until you do the same. Maybe you don't believe in you yet. I'll do it for you. That's what I was called to do. That's why I show up. All the other stuff is just stuff to deliver that one message. So I hope you know that when I say I love you, I mean it. Maybe nobody's told you that yet today, so I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love every single one of you. I love those of you that have hated on me. I love those of you that have talked bad about me. I love those of you that have encouraged me. I love those of you that are always there for me. I love those of you that support me. I love those of you that have gone on this journey with me and offered me grace and understanding. I love you because you are my brother. You are my sister. We are both children of God. We share the same Father. And if that's true, then you have in you, and I have in me, the ability to create a life that'll make a massive impact on this planet. So I'm going to keep showing up every single day to try to reach every single human until they believe in themselves the way I believe in them. That's it. That's today's episode of Rise and Grind. We're going to go talk about this a little bit more over on Clubhouse. If you want to go join us over there, you're welcome to do so. If you need more videos like this, you can go to #RiseAndGrind. There's 940, or go to GlennLundy.com. There's 941 of them up there. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet for Grow Your Business, for God's sake, I would love to see you join me in Lexington, Kentucky, November 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's going to be absolutely incredible. But most importantly, come back here again tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. because we're going to do this all over again on #Rise and Grind. Have an incredible day.
Action-packed, it's faith-filled, it's changing lives. We started a fire.
The music, the speech, the presentation, it was out of this world.
Mind-blowing. It's been so powerful and moving.
It's such a great environment. We're new business owners, and as new business owners, it's important and it's crucial to learn from the best, and we're here to learn from the best, so I encourage you to be at the next one.
You did not leave this place inspired. There's something wrong with you.
The value that I'll take with me leaving this event is greater than any dollar I could have spent to get here or be here.